And welcome to WRPB and WRPB Studios. You know, sometimes I'm blessed and honored, and I'm sitting next to a man who's so humble, but I really don't care that he's humble because you really got to know how he thinks and where his mindset is. You're a vet. I need to thank you for your service because I
You're
get
welcome.
to do what I do because of you.
Thank you.
But you spent many years in the military, and you are actually a retired general.
Yes.
You get mad every time I call you general.
I don't get mad. I just trying to connect with you, heart and soul. And I'm Frank Labuti first.
Right.
My past life, and I was honored to serve our country as a Marine. I got lucky repeatedly and became a general.
I gotta tell you, it amazes me because I don't know that I could ever do the things that you do and what the military does. So it's a blessing, and you know it's a blessing because you stayed for how many years?
35 years.
Okay, so you come out of the military, and now you have to figure something to do. And for you, it was like, you know what? I know what they did. I have the ability to give back, and I have to figure out a way to give back. So what'd you come up with?
After the military, I was asked by the commissioner of NYPD and Mayor Bloomberg to come to New York and be the deputy commissioner for counterterrorism for NYPD, and that was right after 9/11. And I hesitated about 30 seconds and said I'd be absolutely honored to do so.
See, I didn't even know you did that.
Yeah. So I was the first commissioner for counterterrorism in NYPD. And
See,
it was
whole new look at you.
right after 9/11.
Okay, so before we get into what you did moving forward to give back, I have to tell you the kind of man that I'm sitting next to. Because as seriously as he is, he realizes that it's not about that he's a general and that he might be better or what, because he doesn't have that in him. So we were at a breakfast the other day, and I called you general because out of respect, and you get mad at me. But you told me that in the military, I'm probably going to word this wrong. They give you a nickname.
Oftentimes in military units, you get a call sign.
Okay.
So it's not your rank, it's not your name, it's a call sign, and you don't give yourself a call sign. One of your buddies gives you a call sign.
Okay.
And so I said to you, I'm going to give you a call sign, and your call sign, Wayne, is the professor. And then you said to me, well, what's your call sign? And I said, well, it was given to me by my operations officer, and he called me the Rhino.
Okay.
I don't know whether that was good or bad.
And you don't know why he could do that? I mean, I know.
Maybe rhinos are
because
thick-skinned and they
go right. Yeah.
They
so
charge.
I was like, after you did that and stuff, and I don't want to say I thought it was silly, but it was kind of odd for me. And then when I was driving home, I said, oh my God, here's a gentleman who's so humble, with such good energy, such a good heart, and he gave me a call sign that he didn't have to, and you give it to your buddy, so you all of a sudden became a part of my world.
We became friends.
Yeah, and I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is so much about what life's about, and so much when we get into Horses and Heroes, what Horses and Heroes is about.
Okay.
It's connecting.
Right, and we spoke about this before you even got on air about energy.
Yes.
And you don't just get energy from one person to another, you get energy from the earth, and you get energy from my pets. We were talking about my cats.
Yes.
Well, you guys started Horses and Heroes?
Horses and Heroes was started here in this area over a year ago.
Okay.
And my participation was as a client. I participated because I heard about it. Cameron Woodbury, who is still with us, and another lady ran the program. And I was invited to join the program as a client. In other words, as a vet that had problems. And parenthetically, I have, because of combat in Vietnam, I've had post-traumatic stress for, since 1967.
Wow.
So I joined, and it was extremely beneficial. And I got a lot out of it, and I'll talk about some of the benefits in a moment. So a year ago, I was involved in a program as a client, as a participant. The program went away for many reasons. But Karen Woodbury stayed with the program. The other lady did not. So this past summer ago, we all came together, those who had an interest in this concept, horses, heroes, healing. And we had 5 people, then 6 with me, and we created a little team. And we talked about what should we do to bring this to full fruition, a mature organization. So the first thing we did, we talked about becoming a 501c3 nonprofit.
Mm-hmm.
We submitted the paperwork this past January, and we just were told last week it was approved.
Okay.
So we're now a 501c3. And the value and the heart of the mechanics of it all and the theory and concept is we have Karen Woodbury, who's a licensed equine assisted training or learning person. She's a duty expert. She's a horse person. She teaches horsemanship. Again, equine assisted learning is her thing.
Right.
So she's with us, and she takes the lead operationally in terms of bringing the horses and the veterans and first responders together at our farm, at our ranch. And that's in Palm City. And what I'm trying to do as a CEO is give full width and breadth to my team to do their thing. Keep me informed and keep charging. So we just finished about 2 weeks ago a Korean War vet group. And it was 8 weeks, hour and a half, once a week, and create this opportunity, which I have captured here in this little handout, which actually my wife captured. And here's the bottom line. It's all about connecting the soul of the hero with the spirit of the horse through training, education. And the key words there are education, connecting, and empowerment. Because anybody who's been through tough times has got some scars, emotional
Yep.
scars.
As most of us do.
Particularly police officers, firefighters, and certainly veterans who have been in combat, like myself. And again, the value that I want to place on the troops and the officers around me was they saved my life. I got wounded 3 times in one day.
Wow.
And as my dad said, boy, it didn't take a lot of brains for you to do that, Frank. And it's the truth. So the credit goes to the troops. 90%, 95% of anything I achieved in anything that I've done in the past, the Marine Corps, NYPD, Homeland Security, and other jobs, the credit goes to the people around me. And I'm very sincere in saying that. And the great challenge for me is not to become a micromanager, is to let people pick up the ball and run with it and just keep me
That's
informed.
tough, but for
It's
me
tough
too.
because, you know, as the person who is in charge in quotes, you want to stay on top of every detail. What I've learned is you don't have to stay on top of every detail if you give good guidance to your team. What we call in the Marine Corps, commander's guidance. Then step out of the way and let your team run with the ball.
Interesting.
And that's what I try to do. But Karen Woodbury is terrific. She's licensed. Equine assisted learning is what she does, and she does a marvelous job.
Okay, because we don't want to take too much of your time. How do people find you guys?
Call me on the phone,
Okay, number?
256-529-7642, or you can send me an email, Libutti Frank, no period between Libutti and Frank, LIBUTTI FRANK @gmail.com.
Everybody, you got to realize the importance of people who help other people and where it goes. Because it doesn't end with Frank helping Mark, because Mark will take his inner peace and his energy and give it to somebody else. And that's really what makes this world go round.
Absolutely.
If it wasn't, look, I started this company and did it all by myself. And it ran like at a 6. I have an amazing team, and now it runs at a 10. I had a hard time delegating. I probably still do, but I have people that I trust. And some of the things that I do, other CEOs would never do. Okay? I have a partner who I totally trust. I don't even know how to get into the bank account. Okay? And I'll just call him or text him, how much is in the bank? And I know I never have to ever worry about it.
Right.
Because that's the partnership and the connection that we have. And that was hard for me. Okay? But this is such a great thing because I know how pets can soothe the soul.
Absolutely.
And what you do is pretty amazing. I want to thank you for all you do.
Oh, Wayne, thank
wanna
you.
thank you for your
Thank you
services.
for your kindness and giving me
Oh,
a chance
my
to
pleasure.
come on board and share my thoughts and ideas about horses and heroes.
Everybody, check them out, and we'll be right back.